So the book is 22 chapters altogether and 5 sections, and across those we cover everything from music in prison, soundscapes in prison, and music in forced migration, and then also immigration detention. Covers a lot of countries around Europe as well as Asia, India, Papua New Guinea. We have Australia, and quite a few collaborators also from the United States.
The people that are contributing to it are coming from different academic disciplines across musicology and sound studies and criminology and further afield. But we're also really proud of the content that comes from people who are not in academia at all, people who are in prison currently or formerly, people who are making art from inside, people who are doing activism, practitioners of different backgrounds.
My involvement is actually from the lived experience of being part of a choir in Mountjoy Prison in Dublin. And I suppose it's our experiences of music in that prison that brought us to the book. So our chapter was co-written by myself and a couple of other people from the inside-outside choir. So it's made up of women in the community and men who are currently in prison. We wanted to share how music has impacted, I think, on every single one of our senses, on our value systems, on our emotional systems, and very positively on mental health, from custody to community and from community to custody.
Slamming, windows banging, bickering, muttering.
I've also contributed a chapter of my own with sound artist Justin Wigan, which was an opportunity to invite him to reflect on what it was to work creatively in a prison environment for the first time, and confront some of his discomforts around particularly that specific population at the deep end of a high security prison. But most importantly, really, as with the rest of the book, an opportunity to reflect on the significance and importance of working with sound and music in these spartan places where people so frequently are sensorially deprived in every way you can imagine.
So some of the chapters in the book are about historical experiences of music in prisons, particularly under repressive dictatorships in both Greece and Spain. That gives us the chance to also think about the future and where this work might lead. There is memoir, there are dialogues, there is poetry, and all of these creative practices, part of what that is about is developing our imaginations and envisaging a better future that we can collectively strive towards.
One of the things about this book has been trying to imagine better ways that we can deal with crime and deal with things that happen in our society that we don't want to happen, but they do happen. So how do we punish people? What is punishment? Does it have to be prisons? Is there alternatives to this? What might it sound like if we focus on other pathways that aren't prisons and that aren't punitive?
In criminology, specifically in prisons research, we do not talk about these things enough. I've used the book already for teaching, and I think it does really interesting things in demonstrating how ideas can be married, how empirical detail and theorising come together in praxis. That's been really exciting to use it with students and see them engage with it. So the world's the limit.